I'll sing you a song about spinning. It was a great trade in its time.
This was one of the very, very first purpose-built loom shops in which a spinner could bring people to join him and work for him under his own roof. It was built by, we believe, a member of the Ashworth family. They were putters out of thread to handloom weavers, and when thread became plentiful in the spinning mills, or coming out of the spinning mills in miles and miles at a time, it became easier to bring the weavers to the thread. Well, what we've got here, because of the very nature of the building, because it is a weaver's cottage, or a loom shop really, as it ought to be known as, we've actually stuck to machinery that would be hand driven and in use before the main industrial revolution. You've also got in Rawtenstall Helmshore Textile Museum, which shows you how the main industrial revolution took over with the water wheels and the multiple machinery. And if you go to Burnley, you've got Queen Street Mill, which is a late example of the fully fledged cotton mill driven by a steam engine. So what we're doing is putting the bottom marker in to show how the handloom weavers worked, and in that way we think we fill a gap in explaining the history of the Lancashire textile industry. So the first thing we explain is how the building worked, where it is, and a bit about the geography of the town. And then we go on to show people a little bit of spinning, a little bit of weaving, and explain the developments in the weaving trade before mechanisation and the full industrial revolution set in. But we've also managed over the years to acquire a reasonably complete clogger's shop and some rather interesting kitchen artefacts which we can also display. Behind me is a warping machine, which is where the threads are wound before they're put on the beam at the back of the loom. And this warping machine came from a very good friend of ours called Dennis Crossley in Haslingden, and he used to run his own handloom weaving company called Handled Shuttlecrafts. And Dennis has taught us an awful lot about handloom weaving, and we hope to pass on what Dennis has told us about this to other people who come along, and encourage other handloom weavers to come in and work with us as well. The flying shuttle loom came from a friend of ours called Joyce Marney, and it really is one of the main attractions because we can show people how the almost mythical flying shuttle actually works. We've had a dedicated bunch of volunteers over the years. We're hoping to recruit more people coming in. Anybody who's interested in learning more and rolling the sleeves up and getting stuck in, just contact us, and the more the merrier. We're open for school visits. We're open for people who want to have evening visits from local groups and societies, and we also use the cottage as a base for town trails or other historical visits around Rawtenstall. So it's a good base to start from for people who are looking for other historical trails and places to go. We can give you that start and that push. You can go on your own, or we can organise a tour for you. So very glad to see anybody who's interested in local history. We've been open Saturday and Sunday afternoons between 2 o'clock and 5. That's in the summer, between April and the end of September. We're looking this year perhaps to extend the opening hours, and if anybody wants to come and check us out, we could be open earlier, but it's best to keep an eye on notices at the railway station or in the press to find out if we've got any special opening times. We do cups of tea, very light refreshments. We make people as welcome as we can, and you no need to go home hungry or tired. The building's here, the facilities are here, and all we want now really is the visitors to bring the place more and more alive.
Work 13 hours a day, they don't care a fig for the poor, they heed not their sighs or their moans, don't care a pin if you work till they spin all the flesh from your bones. So these are the wheels of the world, me friends, you must understand. For 300 years they've been spreading destruction all over the land.